Okay, conditioning students, here we are. This is your class 1, part 1. We're going to be doing a warm-up on the mat today. And so go ahead and get yourself laid out. Pause me to get a mat on your carpeted floor, or stack up some towels to give you extra cushioning if you need to, if you don't have a carpeted floor. And then get into comfortable workout clothes, and here we go. Tuck and roll on your side, onto your back. Center yourself on your mat and make sure you're where you can see me. And just by turning your head and glancing and not having to sit back up. Bring your feet under your knees with the feet only about a fist apart between the ankle bones. And then if you're having trouble keeping your knees from falling in or falling out, you can put a separate little small hand towel rolled between your knees to help keep your legs in position. Arms alongside. Tighten your abdominals, the low belly area. We're starting in our neutral position. We want the lengthening of the tailbone to the mat, and we want that level pelvis so that you have that itty bitty space under the waist, but your back ribs are also on the mat. So we don't want to overarch or over tuck in our starting position. Then we're going to move in and out of neutral. So you scoop your low belly to curl your tailbone, just flattening your back waist. Roll your tailbone in the direction of your feet to lengthen back to that normal neutral position. Inhale, exhale, scoop the low belly to flatten the waist as you curl the tailbone. And then roll it back down. One more. Inhale, hollow the low belly. Make sure you're initiating with your low abdominals. And not too much glute yet. And roll down. One more like that. Inhale, scoop and curl. And roll it down. Now we're going to do our bridging. Inhale, pelvic curl. Roll the pelvis off the mat, rolling up your back spine to about your shoulder blade area. Inhale. And in this position, you have that nice straight line through the body, ideally. And then exhale, sink the upper chest and roll bone by bone. Roll the tailbone down all the way in the direction of the feet. Return to neutral. Inhale. Scoop and curl. Roll up to the bridge. Inhale at the top. Heavy chest to roll down bone by bone and unravel down. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, curl. Roll up to your bridge. Inhale at the top. Heavy chest to roll down vertebra by vertebra. And when you get to neutral, stay. And then at this point, we're just going to take that towel out from between your knees if you did have it there. And we're going to do some one leg lifts. So on this, we're trying to keep the bent knee and move the feet just a little bit away from you. So you have a little bit of space between more space between your heels and your back glutes. Keep that neutral pelvis and keep your low belly absolutely tight. Slowly lift one leg to 90-90 tabletop. The knee is directly over that little crease that is created when you lift the leg. Don't bring it over your waist. That's too far. You'll lose your abdominal connection. And then slowly foot down next to the other foot. So knees are together. Lift the other leg to tabletop. Inhale very smoothly without rocking your pelvis. And then place that foot gently down, like you're putting it on a pool of water that you do not want to ripple. Lift the right leg again. Inhale, low belly is tight. And lower exhale. And lift the left leg. Inhale, or the alternate one. And lower exhale. Now we're going to add on. Lift your right leg to tabletop, stay. Lift your left to join. Legs are in tabletop, both together. And then keeping the low belly as your focus, bracing like a seat belt across your low pelvic area. You're going to dip the right leg out and down like you're dipping it in a pool of water, but not decreasing or increasing the knee bend, and then lift back to the upper leg. Dip the other side. Inhale, keep that right angle in the knee, and lift smoothly. Exhale. These are our toe dips. Dip the right. Inhale. This is all about warming up those abdominals. Exhale, and strengthening them to support you. At no time should you be arching your ribs up off the mat. Keep the back ribs down. Pause at the top, grab behind your back legs, and go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Round your spine, let your tailbone curl. and just rock a little side to side. Then place the feet down again one at a time, knees and feet together. Move the feet a few inches away from you just so they're not jammed up, but draw the tailbone down neutral. Reach your arms up, palms toward each other, and I want the hand right over the back side of your armpit, not behind you yet and not too far forward, just over the armpit. Keeping the arms straight, but the back shoulder blades plugged into your mat is what we want to do. So go ahead and shrug your shoulders up to the ceiling, draw them back to the mat. Shrug them up to the ceiling, draw them to the mat. Now keep them on the mat with the elbows straight and the wrists straight, and reach back with your arms only to hover just above the mat and bring it back up. This is just a stretch in the upper body to get it warmed up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, up. When you reach back, careful you don't pop your back ribs up. As you reach back, inhale, lengthen your back ribs to the mat, but don't disturb your pelvis, and back up. Last one, inhale to reach back and stay. Circle your arms side and around to your pelvis and reach up again. Inhale back. Circle the arms, skimming along the floor, not really touching the floor. Reach back again. Inhale, circle around, and pause at the top, reverse. Arms down to the pelvis, open side palms to the ceiling, reach back, and over the top. Down to the pelvis, circle side and around, and up and over one more time. Reach out and around, and back up, and now interlace your fingers behind your head, and we'll do some ab curls, upper body only. The lower half from the waist down does not move. Do focus on keeping your low belly braced like a saran wrapping, and your tailbone down. Inhale, nod the chin. Sink the breastbone to curl the chest forward. Look at your legs. Hold at the top, inhale, and lower the chest, exhale. Inhale, nod the chin, sink the breastbone to curl the chest forward. Hold at the top, inhale, and lower, exhale. One more. Inhale, nod the chin, sink to curl, exhale, pause. Now reach forward, grab onto your back legs, and just lift a ½ inch without tucking your tailbone. Draw that tailbone down. Stay at that height, hands behind the head. Hold for 5 counts. 4, breathing 3, breathing 2, inhale 1, and lower down, exhale. Inhale, nod, sink to curl, exhale, stay. We're going to do 3 pulses here. Lower ½ inch and up, 1, and down and up, 2, and exhale 3, and exhale 4. It's very small movement. Hold 5. Check your tailbone down. Inhale and lower. Exhale. Once more. Inhale, nod, sink to curl. Exhale. 5 pulses. Exhale 1, and exhale 2, and exhale 3, and exhale 4, and lift. Stay 5. Inhale. Lower, exhale. Now ab curl with rotation. Inhale, nod, sink to curl, stay. Check tailbone down, twist to your right diagonal, and center. Twist to your left diagonal, staying lifted, and center. Twist to your right diagonal, and center. Not tucking that pelvis. Center, hold, and lower down. We'll repeat. Inhale, nod, sink and curl, exhale. Now this time go to your left first. Twist, and center. Stay lifted as you rotate right. We're only moving upper body. The lower half does not move or wobble. And center, and last time to the right. Oh, we should be feeling it if you're doing it correctly. And lower down. Keep your knees together, feet together for a moment. Then open the knees diagonally in a diamond shape with the bottoms or soles of your feet together. Reach your arms up, shoulders down. Nod the chin. Ab curl, reach between the legs. We're going to do a tiny pulse here. 1, and exhale 2, and exhale 3, and exhale 4, and lift, stay 5, inhale, lower, exhale, knees together. Now we do a side to side. Inhale, nod, curl the chest and reach to the top, knees check, tailbone down. Now hands go outside the right knee, straight across left knee. Exhale right, exhale left, exhale right, exhale left, 2 more, right. Exhale, left. Take it center, inhale, and lower, exhale. And you're going to just rock a little side to side in your head and release any tension in the neck. And now we're ready for this exercise, knee sways. Bring your arms up, open to a T shape, place them on the floor, palms up, a little below shoulder line. Not behind you, up above, but a little down. Now, use the arms to the side to anchor your shoulders so neither shoulder will be moving at all. Bring your feet and knees together and bring them close to you with the heels up off the mat and your toes on, or your ball of the foot on the mat. Now, keeping your knees squeezing together, legs together, tight belly, and not moving the shoulders at all. Tip your pelvis and legs to your right, keeping your left shoulder on the mat. Inhale. Careful you don't arch your low back. Squeeze your abdominals to do the work to bring it back to center. We're calling these knee sways. Over to the left with your pelvis and knees as you keep the opposite right shoulder down. Squeeze to center. And over to the right with your left shoulder anchored. Inhale. Squeeze to center. Exhale. And over to the left with your right shoulder down. Squeeze to center. Exhale. All right, pause center. Bring your heels down and arms alongside. Then pick the legs up one at a time. Hug them in and just rock a little side to side, releasing that low back. Now, take that little towel that I gave you, or told you to use, and so if you don't have it, pause me and grab that little towel. Put it between your knees, just between, a little above the knee joint, and bring your feet all the way together. Then draw your tailbone to the mat, tighten your low belly, and do not at any time in this next one tuck. Keep your tailbone anchored. We're going to squeeze on the towel with your inner legs, and then release. Squeeze, hold it, and don't tuck, and release. Squeeze, hold it, and release. Squeeze, tailbone down, and release. Now 10 presses, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold 1, and release. One more set of 10 presses, and keep that tailbone down. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold 1, release it and remove that towel and pick up your long towel. So you need a bath-sized towel. And so pause if you don't have it, and every time you repeat this warm-up, you'll have those props ahead. We're going to take our bath-sized towel and twist both ends in opposition to make it a nice tight roll. Then once you've done that all the way, as far as you feel you can without losing the length, so not too tight, you want to have some length there, grab the ends. Then back onto your back with your tailbone down neutral, tight belly. Slip the center of your towel over the arch of your right foot. Then grab the ends of your towel and give it a little tug to get some tension. Draw your tailbone down. Even if your leg has to move away from you a little bit, your arms can straighten. Bottom leg is either slightly bent or straight. And we're going to do a tiny circle called leg circle, drawing a little circle on the ceiling with your heel. So you go around a little bit and up. It's kind of hard. You got to concentrate on not wobbling your pelvis. So the object is circle the leg, but don't move the pelvis. So that means you have to use those abdominals like crazy to tighten and keep your pelvis quiet. Around, across, and around and up. Across and around and up. Across and around and up. One more. Across and around and pause, reverse. Out a little, around and up. You're trying to keep it nice and smooth and nice tight belly to keep that pelvis as quiet as possible. Inhale, exhale up, inhale, exhale up. 2 more. Inhale, exhale up. Always pausing at the top each time. Pause and hold. Bring your other foot in. Switching out, set up the other side. The most important part, check your tailbone down, neutral pelvis, tight belly, and now we're going to start the leg across the body first. Across, around, and up. I always have one side a little harder than the other to do. So if you want to go a little slower, that's okay. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, up. Smooth and fluid, tight abdominals. Last one. Now let's reverse that circle. Go out a little away from your center and around, across and up. Inhale and exhale up. And if your hands start to get tired, just loosen your grip a little and try to continue through the end of this last set. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, up. Bend. Now we're going to keep our towel, but go ahead and come to a sit. And we're going to sit in the center of your mat and extend your legs, flex your feet. Now if you need to bend your knees a little, you can, but we're going to hook the towel again over both feet, lift tall, and pull a little, and then just hinge to a flat back. This is a good hamstring stretch for both legs. Just hold there and breathe for a couple of breaths. One more breath. And release your towel. Okay, next up, we're going into a 4-point kneel position. Now on this one, we're coming into a position on your hands and knees. Remember to modify if you have wrist problems. What you can do is put that towel there and put the wrist on the forward edge of the towel to take pressure off the wrist. And so that's a good option if it bothers your wrist. Otherwise, hands under your armpits, knees apart, a fist under the creases of your hip socket here. So you don't want your knees back like this. That's a no. Right under you. And then you don't want your hands in front of your shoulders. So it's like a table. Has to be right under 4-point position so that the table can be flat and stable, and that's your back. Now, you want a neutral spine, meaning not rounded yet, but not saggy horse. So you want to pull your belly in, push your breastbone up away from the mat, and then look diagonally forward of your hands so your neck is in line, not dropping down. And then your navel is toward the back waist, so your belly's active. I've got my top feet down. Don't tuck your toes yet, and your shins bonded to your mat. Rounding the back into cat stretch. We arch toward the ceiling, let the head go down. Exhale, lengthen to neutral, inhale. Arch and scoop the belly as you curve your back, stretching it. Then lengthen to neutral, stay, and flying table. Keeping that neutral flat back, slide your right arm and opposite left leg out in line with your spine. Try to stay there very quiet as you breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, return. Then carefully keeping that position, slide your left arm, right leg out in line with your spine and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and return. Round the back again in cat stretch. Lengthen back to neutral. Now, tuck your toes under. Keep the same flat back neutral and just hover your knees 1 inch off the mat, but don't change your back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, untuck toes. Scoop and sit back, hips toward heels. Your toes can be together but knees apart to release pressure. And if you can, round all the way over for rest position. Take a deep breath or two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Roll back to that 4-point kneel. Find that position again. Now this time we're tucking the toes, but we're going to pike our hip toward the ceiling. Use your abdominals, especially that low belly we warmed up, to pull your hips up and press your heels toward the mat. Drop your head. Try to get that nice pike like a pyramid position. Inhale. Exhale. And then return to your hover. Knees down, untuck toes, sit back to rest position one more time. roll up. Last segment, we're going to do some seated twist. Now, if it's hard for you to sit, you can stack some books, and that helps. It kind of becomes a little lift for you. So if I took several, let's say this was a book, and I took several of those, which I don't really have actual books, but you get the idea, I would just stack them and then sit on them, and that would help me. And like in class, I use the phone books. So you can do a little thing like that. Or if you could sit in a chair. So if you have a chair, sit in the chair, and your legs would be bent more like this, and that will work too. Either way, all right? So once you're in position, hand to elbow, and drop the elbows just below shoulders, but don't let the hands rest on or the arms rest on your belly. It's a little away from you. It's all about posture and sitting tall. We twist to your right, inhale, and center, exhale. And twist to your left, inhale, and center, exhale. Twist, growing taller as you twist, and center, and twist, and center. Two more. Twist, and center, and twist, and center. Then let's take a side bend. Up and over, lateral stretch through the side waist. Keep your sit bones anchored on your mat, and lift, or your chair. Up and out. Feel that side body stretch. And lift, and up and out, and lift, and up and out, and lift. Good. Okay, that was your warm-up, part 1 of your class. You can also use this anytime just to help, get the kinks out. But always use it as your warm-up before you do your movement section. Okay, on to the next section. Thank you all. Good job. I know I can't see you, but I'm sure it was great.